Hi, Earth people. I am Chinghiz together with you. Today, March 6, 2022, war in Europe. When war happening in other side, other regions, far from Europe or United States, your reaction sometimes happening, sometimes not. But now in Europe, and your reaction, I can say, not enough. NATO. You said means United States, Britain, and other NATO countries. You will stand with Ukraine. You will stop Putin because already finally, Putin is Hitler our days. This is undeniable. And Ukraine, this front line, and Ukrainian people fighting for their country, for democracy, for be part of Europe and NATO, have full right for that. But you using, you know, you even in this situation, playing game, I can say. And this very bad and can be very dangerous, devastatingly dangerous. You should fully stand with Ukraine, fully. I understand you not want now because Ukraine not NATO member, not want confront, go confrontation means go to war with fascist Putin Russia. Okay, maybe argue, but why you not, why you try by playing game, denying stand fully with Ukraine. This absolutely unacceptable, and I already said very dangerous to you, to your country, to NATO members countries. And why? NATO front line, Ukraine front line, sorry. And Ukraine facing fascist Putin military forces which invaded Ukraine. And this about fundamental international norm and law, world order, okay, in this case. And this country in Europe, particular, because again, truth is, you by words can say many things, but actually, your region far from your country, you're reacting, yes, deliberately. And this also wrong, particular in our days. But returning to Ukraine, Ukraine, Putin should be stopped now in Ukraine case. And for that, what we should do? Simply, what means standing with Ukraine? Do what you have, United States, Britain, NATO countries, Germany, France, Italy, others. Do what you can do, maximum form. Not confronting Putin in military sphere by your military forces. This mainly sanctions. Your very powerful weapon, instrument. But I think you in this case even playing game. There should be for stop Putin. I'm talking about that. And you shall, must, should, shall stop Putin by your this instrument, sanctions. There should be SWIFT ban. Russia should be banned. Russian financial system, wholly, fully, including central bank, from SWIFT system. Why you not doing that? Your blah blah not acceptable. Simply do that. You won't stop Putin or not? Do that. Other Putin all oligarchs. Their officials, it is 150, 200. All should be sanctioned. Asset arrest and visa ban. No freeze asset, arrest asset and visa ban. Including Putin herself and others, and Ilham Aliyev also should be in this case. No say later to me, I know said that to you. No do mistake, Ilham Aliyev. No forget her. Okay, first, SWIFT, fully. Second, all Putin oligarchs. Immediately, with immediate effect. And oil and gas embargo. This no same, therefore, oil embargo this immediately. What means oil embargo? You sanctions any country or firm around the world, no matter which country, firm, or which country which will buy Russian oil. This means oil embargo. And there should be very serious mechanism in all cases. You can implement sanctions, can impose sanctions, but implementation will fail. This you should be do this absolutely impossible. Implementation should be happen fully, and again by immediate effect. You invoke this form, and we should stop Hitler Putin. Oil and gas embargo too. Reject by buying gas from Russia. Buy from other side. This is not difficult, and even small period of time needed for that. Stopping buying gas from Russia and buying from others. And you have all that opportunity. Okay? But in this case, oil and gas embargo, you mainly, fundamentally, should go clean energy. Solar and wind, mainly solar and wind energy. Use this situation. Think you in this world, they are not only in this world happening, Hitler, Putin launch war against Europe, European country against Europe means. Not only this, in world when where climate crisis very devastatingly will destroy your country. Your country. Why you think this not? When scientists said that this is happening, last IPCC report, you all saying listen to science. And why you refusing listen to science? And you would think this climate crisis not will beat your country, not will destroy your country economy, infrastructure. You or naive or robot zombie, because system which rule the world. So use this situation on Russian energy, and Russia fully belong, like we can say, to his natural energy, say oil and gas. And one of world big importers, exporter means, sorry. Use this fact and go clean energy, oil and gas. No lose time. Same time, parallel. In short period of time, replacing Russian gas by others, and same time you starting their creating structure for replacing oil and gas in Europe, in United States, in G7 countries, in G20. This tactic, this strategy, this politic should be now, but I'm not seeing that. I think how White House fighting oil, you ban it, rejecting imported Russian oil, you're opening your reservoir, but nothing you're doing for go clean energy. This very bad tactic, politic, very serious mistake, which can come to devastatingly to your country economy and infrastructure. So, oil and gas embargo against Russia. I continue say about sanctions for stop Putin and fascism finally. And your businesses all should leave Russia. All big corporations, oil and gas to IT to in culture sphere to in uh, finance sphere to Visa, MasterCard, for example. And McDonald's, Coca-Cola, Pepsi-Cola, too, and others, all your businesses should leave Russia, European countries and United States and G7, in Japan too. Immediately, by immediate effect. And additional there, this, of course, this ban Russia from high-techs, chips, iPhones, or Apple also already, I know, and Microsoft too, they leave Russia. Yes, ban Russia from these Western country products as computer, smartphones, chips there should be banned for dual use, which fascist Putin can use for the improve opportunity of he or her military. These two, of course, is so obvious. And in space sphere too, stop any high-tech chips and etc. And same time, you should help Ukraine army. If you deny come to Ukraine, because this means for you direct confront with fascist Putin army in Ukraine, truly help Ukrainian army. For that, Ukraine needed no-fly zone. And what this means, I already said that. And others also saying, even concrete forum saying, I will read, for example, and this good example. Sergey Samleny tweeting, just do it. A no-fly zone without any risks. Just do it. And he replying to Andreas Umland offer. What Andreas Umland offering? Andreas Umland tweeting. How to create a no-fly zone over Ukraine in 5 steps without NATO troops and without operations on or from NATO territory. You like that, NATO? I think you should like that and should to use that. Very clever steps from Andreas Sumlan. I add this Sergei Sumleni continue replaying to Andreas Sumlan. This offer which now I will say it after following this tweet from Sergei Sumleni, who replaying to Andreas Sumlan. Very clever steps from Umland Andreas. I add, and this Sergei Sumleni adding to this request. And deliver MiG fighters finally. Ukraine has pilots for them. MiG fighters, I think from Soviet Union time, remain in before Warsaw Pact was, when was Soviet Union. Poland, Romania, Hungary, maybe there too, Bulgaria, etc. But they old. Yes, can be helpful, but they old and I think not so effective. And small quantity also small. There are several dozen, no more, 50, 60 maybe. It's nothing. And old. What can be? Ads, as ads. And now I reading Andreas Umland's these 5 steps. How to create a no-fly zone over Ukraine in 5 steps. First, secure a couple of West Ukrainian airports with enough anti-aircraft installations to make them usable. So, securing Western Ukraine territory airports by installing their anti-aircraft systems. Second, present Ukraine several dozen decommissioned Western fighter planes, decommissioned Western fighter jets. For example, F-14, F-15, F-16, F-18, and etc. Very crucial. And bring them to these airports, which in western side of Ukraine, and which secure it, because they are air defense systems. Patriots, Israel have, if can, if want, and should be, for me should be, Israel involved by sending the Iron Dome, etc., air defense system to Ukraine too. Okay, F-14, 15, 16, and 18, and others, NATO fighter jets. These Americans very effectively, very powerfully can beat this help. How Ukrainian pilots will rule these fighters when they don't know. They not have this practice. About that, third, find several Western dozen volunteer Air Force veterans and give them Ukrainian citizenship. Very important. And there should be addition. 4. Bring these new Ukrainian citizens to the secured West Ukrainian airports and airplanes. And fifth, let these Ukrainian citizens with Ukrainian fighter planes F-14, F-15, F-16, F-18 and others, Ukrainian fighter planes, fly sorties from Western Ukrainian airports over Ukrainian state territory. No NATO troops or NATO territory needed. These 5 steps from Andreas Umland. Very important. And this should be, if in this case, United States, Britain, other NATO country members will try play blah blah, this obviously will means you refuse protect Europe. You refuse stand with Ukrainian people against Hitler Putin invasion. Other name you this forum in crucial sphere military, their military invasion, war. In this sphere you not standing with Ukraine. No fly zone crucial for Ukraine. And this genocide, how happening? Which obviously already there are more than 1.5 million refugees. Already there are thousands killed civilians, maybe already more than 5,000. Couple days before was 3,500. And we have all these fact check docs, videos, how Putin intentionally attacking by his rockets and bombs. Among these bombs, also banned bombs, banned for use residential areas, cluster bombs in Kharkiv, in Chinghiz, in others, Mariupol, schools very aggressively, particularly attacking by Putin. You know why? Putin fascist, Hitler Putin. These Ukrainian schools, they are Ukrainian language. Destroy all them. Russia coming. It's Russian language, Russian education system, Russian schools. Schools should be in Ukraine. By this reason, Putin also especially targeting the schools. And watch these videos. Genocide is genocide. And no-fly zone? In this forum, no-fly zone? Again? If so, I said, and saying again, what this means. You're refusing stand with Ukraine. Putin will blah blah. Putin will can say, this also act of war. Fuck him, her, her. Say shut up and fuck you. They are not our troops. They are our arm and should be, because you Hitler our days in war against sovereign Ukraine, and they are doing genocide. And of course, we stand, despite your blah blah, we stand with Ukrainian people. This very clearly should say Joe Biden and others. So immediately send to Ukraine your fighter jets, fighters, military fighters, F-15, 16, and others. Your drones, United States, immediately send to Ukraine your drones, fighters, drones, and Patriots, means air defense systems. These three crucial and should be immediately sent to Ukraine. And I believe their veteran fighters will, as volunteers, come to Ukraine. I have no doubt about that. Enough quantity will. There's no problem. So do that immediately, because each day put a massive forum killing civilians. Each day putting there in genocide, using genocide, knowingly, intentionally, and demanding from her militaries, from Defense Minister Shoigu, from her Chief of Staff Gerasimov, what this means, do more, I'm giving you 2 days, 2 couple days, do that. Why are you failing? You want, I can fire you. You want that? Do that. It's true. This and this will stop Putin. This and this means you not afraid. I say Putin, when he will feel, see you afraid, Putin will attack. No doubt. This too is also very matter. I already said that no one's time. So do that immediately. Ukraine asking you, Zelensky asking President Biden, Kuleba asking Blinken. Zelensky was in video meeting with senators in Congress and others. They're demanding, because it's crucial. Without no-fly zone, this means green light for Putin invasion and green light for genocide. This is undeniable. Stoltenberg. Do that. And what I said, this can stop Putin. Otherwise, no. And another crucial means, if you not will do that, you will lose Western countries. Your democracy, institutions, your country even will fall apart. Can, if you not will immediately launch, start, clean up in your country against fascist Putinism by rule of law. Means you have all fact check, no blah blah about ongoing investigations. Enough is enough. When so obviously who is who, and your very weak and covert action on Trump case, United States authorities, Department of Justice, Attorney General Merrick Garland, what you afraid? You also into this criminal schemes, therefore afraid your name can come online. If not, and I hope not, do your job, your duty, protect your country. And there, massive forum, Putin, Trump, and co structure, which continue even today, continue destroy America, despite their crimes, which you refuse use rule of law against them for stop their crimes. Putin, Trump, and co in America, Putin, Trump, and Conservative Party in Britain, including their additional this Farage marriage, their lords, Same in Germany, Putin, Schröder, Warning, and co in Germany. Same in France, in Italy, Putin, Berlusconi, and co. In Austria, and others. Clean up. Clean up immediately. Start clean up. Trump, who? Joe. You should know. NATO. Trump, as I said in time, he planning and will destroy NATO. Will leave NATO. Now, in very close circle of Trump, confirming that Trump was planning in their lifestyle matter, planning in her second term, leave NATO. What this means? NATO no longer exists. And you remain no touching Trump, Putin, Trump, and co into United States, and same in Britain, I already said, Germany, France, Italy. They this. No, listen, the situation demanding an election coming. Trump can, this Putin very, very favorite method by words, not actually. Even they can confront by words. This Putin methods, that's true. And when situation demanding and Putin, Trump, what Trump you should do in this situation, all world, or if you not will condemn her, Putin, election coming, midterm, etc., you will under Bush. Therefore, with loud start saying, they one of dozens methods. No, be naive. And this nothing what they saying when situation demanding. Who truly they? Who they? About Trump, I saying. What this means? NATO not will longer exist. This is one of main goal of Putin. This means. After that, he will very easily take one after planning that after other these countries, Russian Empire, look, 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 look. Baltic state, Poland, Romania, Bulgaria, Hungary, Germany can have, yeah. And these persons, Trump and co, despite they treasonous conspiracy against United States, means with Putin, crimes, yes, including financial crimes, despite including this coup attempt in January 6, despite all that, fact check, Department of Justice, FBI, CIA, all deny, refusing truly as situation demanding, refusing do their job. Even happening opposite in New York district, new appointee of district attorney, Berger, I think name, when come to office immediately order it, stop, no touch Trump. And two key main prosecutors immediately resigned. And again, Merrick Garland side. This Garland, I looking at him. This is one of failure of Joe Biden. He no fit on this position as Attorney General in this very crucial situation. They needed stop putting Trump and co into United States means clean up. Merrick Garland even say they will my English, yeah, stone on stone, and will fight Putin oligarchs, creating international institution. But today, facts saying opposite. Scott Stedman, the United States is so far behind the EU in actually doing things about the Russian oligarchs. What are we fucking waiting for? Why? Why this happening? And same happening in Britain. And this country key for Putin oligarchs. Main their money in Britain and in United States, Wyoming, Delaware, others in Britain, we know plenty their islands. But through London, and in London, the properties. In United States, the properties. Abramovich, again, they try to avoid Abramovich. Why? Who deciding that? Why this decision, no touch Abramovich? Usmanov can, no touch Deripaska, no touch others. You will fail this so obviously. I call that you playing game on Ukraine case. Playing very devastatingly dangerous game which can destroy your country even. Trump or other, but Putin, Trump and co, will come to White House. Will do same, even more. And NATO will destroy this country. World security system will destroy, in Europe particular, NATO members, and others. And this, you know from whom this threat. One thing you don't know, you're thinking, but no. But you obviously, because it's obvious, Putin, Trump, and co. And you continue not touch them. Same in Britain, Conservative Party members, including Boris Johnson herself, Lord, Lord Lebedev, their lifestyle matter. Lord Lebedev, no touch. This obviously means game. You're playing game. Then you should stand for stop Hitler. You're playing game. And I said what this means for your country. Their list, I call that John McCain list. Actually my list, but I call that because honor for John McCain. Because in time, only he and only he was in this position, powerful position, for stop Putin. Others also was there, but powerful, needed for. This was only John McCain. Therefore, I call what I demanding sanctions for stop Putin, finally, John McCain sanctions. Michael McFaul, leaders of the free world, he tweeted, the time for incrementalism is over. In talking to brave Ukrainians in bunkers in Kiev, fighting for our freedom, they need you to act now. More drones, United States and Turkish, planes, including F-15, 16 and others, anti-missile defense systems, etc. No more deliberating. Act now. Former ambassador to Russia, Michael McFaul. Very important. Do that without delay. Act now. Here, video, unfortunately, not able, I can't take this video, but photo I will show you. If you possible. Ukrainian schools reduced to rubble in Russian attack. I will try, if will possible, these seconds. How genocide happening online. They're refusing. Look, this attack. This attack here, these hacker attacks. Okay. So, hackers, how online Putin and Ilham Aliyev and Israel Mossad helping Ilham Aliyev. This also no matter, nothing. But not only about the hackers. What doing they against me each second? And who that? And what doing? Maybe, I don't know, maybe blocked.
Ось 25-й ліцей, 8 година 57 хвилин ранку.
Schools.
Напевно, що тут також це самий справжній військовий об'єкт міста Житомира.
Blocked. I say we block. Okay, here, look this video from Radio Free Europe, Radio Freedom. There, but video many, I think more have. And this video why important because very correctly show as docs how Putin doing genocide in Ukraine. Unfortunately, this one. This and volunteers. I call volunteers come to Ukraine. You're fighting for your country, for your family, for your country and family, freedom, future. There are already thousands from United States volunteers, more than 3,000 already. In Europe should be two and much more, dozen thousands from United States, from Europe, totally hundreds than 100,000s. We should stop Putin. Finally, he weak if we together and if we will do what I demanding and others demanding too. This real action for stop Putin, including Chechens. Chechen area state leader in exile, Ahmad Zakayev, already confirmed he will send Chechens to Ukraine, particularly because Putin using Chechens, well, is puppet. Ramzan Kadyrov is puppet, truly. Puppet. Bumblebee puppet of Putin and leader of this puppet region called Chechenistan, Chechnya in Russia. Their troops to Ukraine. Particularly in this case, very important. And Chechens want that and will come. And I call President Zelensky sign with Ishkeria agreement with Ahmad Zakayev. You know? And importance of that, they will official fighters for Ukraine, and they will avoid by Geneva Convention. This is also very important. Officially for foreigners, volunteers, but they have right to the Geneva Convention. For that, sign agreement, importance of that. Do that, Vladimir Zelensky. Spit on this fascism, Putinism, finally. Maybe they will somebody blah blah spit on them. Sign agreement with Ishkeria. Allow Ishkeria volunteers. And they will fight for you. And very important, this. Andreas Östlund tweeting this about how you should stop buying Russian oil and gas. United States, Britain, EU is crucial, very important. Japan, others. Andreas Östlund tweeting, Europe has to boycott Russian oil and gas, saying you support Ukraine while financing its war machine is not serious. Please retweet if you agreed. And I replying to this tweet. EU, USA, Britain, G7, and plus countries shall, must stop buying oil and gas from fascist Putin's Russia. Otherwise means financing Putin's genocide in Ukraine. This means that. This means that. You financing Putin genocide in Ukraine by buying Putin oil and gas. For example, fact, Philip Heimberger, tweeting. Yesterday, this tweet from March 4th means yesterday, March 3. Yesterday, in a single day, the EU imported Russian natural gas for 660 million euro. 660 million euro. Daily import values have increased since the start of Putin's invasion in Ukraine. This is normal. This is not satanic, no evil. We will increase, give money to Putin. European Union, United States, Britain, 660 million euro daily, only in gas case. And here graphic of that. Here, John Bolton, Susan Glasser tweeting. John Bolton tells Washington Post, Trump was just waiting for second term before pulling out of NATO and destroying the alliance, now trying to counter Putin's war. Trump is in denial, but Trump's record on Putin, NATO, Ukraine is clear. Of course. There are records, tapes, talks. Oh, again, to start immediately start cleanup. United States from Putinism, Trump, Putin and co. Putin, Trump and co. Britain, EU, Germany, others. Start cleanup. Here companies with Andreas Östlund. This item short list, maybe. Not full, maybe. But this company still in Russia, in fascist Russia, who invading, who launched war in Europe and doing genocide. And this company's name. This tweet from yesterday. Maybe already changing that. Andreas Östlund retweeting tweet from 3Cs Europe. 3Cs Europe tweeting. Brands that continue to operate brands that continue to operate in Russia. Auchan, BASF, Bayer, British American Tobacco, Bosch, Burger King, Henkel, Imperial Tobacco, KFC, LG, Nestle, McDonald's, Metro AG, Meal, PepsiCo, Philip Morris, Pirelli, Starbucks, Stellantis, Swatch, Tesco, and others. Immediately leave Russia. I say. I read this read. Okay, today's situation that NATO today failing, stand with Ukraine, failing protect own country. Two, this means that, no otherwise. These versions, as I call, and Andreas Umland too, maybe there we can additional, but this main core, you're not involved there, NATO, your troops not there, and no using from NATO territory launching these anti-air systems or aircrafts. Not, you're giving that by land lease, and you should giving all that to Ukraine military, and Ukrainians fully equipped will cover the air, means no-fly zone, by using all these fighters and air defense systems and drones and volunteers. This one. And of course, we will remove fascist Putin from Ukraine in near time. This not will take years. This not Putin weak, and we should stop Putin. For that, what we should do, I said. No do mistake, NATO, United States, Britain, EU, G7, and others. I say, what you should do, shall do, I say. I together with you, and my name Chinghiz. And we, of course, all together with Ukraine, with Ukraine heroic people. No by words, not only by words. I say,